Throughout Arturia's V series, the toolbars are, for the most part, identical. So if you're familiar with, say, Arturia's Jupiter 8V, you'll already be familiar with the content of the CMI V's toolbars. Okay, so let's take a look, starting with the upper toolbar. First up is the CMI V or Arturia menu with Save, Save As, Import and Export. There's also a resize window option that lets you choose a window size to suit your work area. If you've just installed CMI V, then you'll want to go to Audio Settings first and set up audio and Midi devices. Next is the Preset Browser. The Preset Browser gives you many different ways to find presets, and again, if you've used other V-series synths, will be very familiar to you. On the left is the Search and Filter section. You can simply type in a search term, such as voice, and you'll see the results in the middle section here. It's worth noting though that this will only search preset names. The way presets are listed in the results section can be changed with these header menus. And you can choose ascending or descending order. Under the search field, you can select types, such as bass or strings. Or you can choose a characteristic or tag. Maybe I want something bizarre, or dark and complex. All the characteristics of a selected preset can be seen on the right here, which also often has interesting comments, if you're into the Fairlight history thing, that is. Sound banks are selected here, and right now only one bank is listed, which is the factory bank. If I was to save my own patch, it would, by default, go into the user bank, and that would then appear here. Playlists allow you to set up a list of presets that you can access quickly in, say, a performance situation. So you can just click to create a new playlist, name it, and then just drag presets into it. Like so. And there they are. Okay, let's delete that. If you have an Arturia MIDI controller, you can also choose to browse presets with it from here. Just select the controller you're using. Now, there's also an alternative way of browsing presets right here. Filter just shows any preset that meets your filter criteria. Say, if I select the aggressive tag under filter, we only see presets that have the aggressive tag. All types is, well, everything. Or you can select from one of the 10 types. Lastly, the selected preset is shown here. Clicking on which shows you either the filtered list or all presets, depending on what's been selected. And the left and right arrows just cycle up and down this list. Alright, moving right along. The SCR button we already know about, so let's move on to the Midi Learn button. Clicking on this button puts the CMI V into Midi Learn mode, regardless of which screen you're in. Anything in purple is unassigned, whereas red means it's assigned. Clicking on a control will bring up a mini menu where you can set up parameters such as minimum and maximum ranges, or just unassign it. Lastly, this configuration menu allows you to save, delete, import or export your MIDI configurations and select previously saved configs. Okay, so that's the upper toolbar. The lower toolbar is pretty straightforward. We've got a MIDI channel selector, a panic button for killing stuck notes, and a CPU meter. On the left, you'll see parameter values of whatever control you're working on. And that is the lower toolbar.